Let the show begin.
Dodge this! Here! Freeze! Don't get frostbite. Lightning flash!
I'll protect us. Go, Barbara, go!
Bellowing thunder! Cool it! Lightning flash!
You're in for a little shock.
Let's dance.
This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this! Here! Freeze! Lightning flash!
Let's spark things up a little.
Lightning flash!
Guys.
Cool it. What's the...
Ready, steady, go! Ouchie! Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Dodge this. Don't get frostbite. Freeze.
Yeah.
Dodge this.
Take this!
Come a little closer.
Thunderclap!
You're in for a little shock. Try not to enjoy this too much.
Oh, so soft. Freeze. Dodge this.
Come a little closer.
Freeze.
ba guys?
How fortunate. Cool it. What? Don't push your luck. Don't get frostbite. Dodge this. Cool it. Freeze.
Thank you for Add Astra. Add Astra. Add Astra.
That was quick.
Actually, we're having a little...
Oh? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is Oh, that... He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he collect on the beach just to get by. But he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the international...
Huh. You're saying he used...
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of outlanders. The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found...
So he left the association?
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful...
Really?
Well then, it sounds like you may have...
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking... Mondstadt? Goodness, I can sense it now. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes. Oh, my hometown. The home. Huh? What is this?
Just close your eyes already.
You mean the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound. Xiao lanterns.
This guy has a really active imagination.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it. You mean often I'll sneak. I run into folks from the
Well, no.
There's so I caved. Those. All right. I'll tell you the whole story.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them.
Come on, get.
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax.
It's plain
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is evidence. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, as it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Really? Well, then they're...
Oh.
Keijiro, it's him!
After him! Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure! Should I close? He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little! Oh. He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye.
Wait ka lang pre, I'm going to go to Inazuma, just to wait.
Which one should I choose?
Keijiro!
After him!
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers. How boring.
Sorry. I need to think about it.
If you want to taste Mondstadt's great wine, then look no further than Sailing Green. Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line.
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure! Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure! Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us! Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us.
Come out! I can see you! Who are you? Why are you following me?
Uh-oh! Seems like he's noticed us.
Keijiro!
After him!
Sorry. I need to think about it.
Love or freedom? Which one should I choose?
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure! Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure! Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
It's not like I'll get any customers.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the trade association clique still needs to be brought into line. What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us! Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure! He's getting further and further away! What? Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
He be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he bear. Whoa! Boring! Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here. Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Aha! Yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear...
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll say goodbye to...
Huh? You're...
I need a little more time.
Huh. Poor Werner is a pretty...
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but...
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. And who are you?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the...
Huh? You
You've been swindling us!
Well,
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some
so you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a...
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm
Huh? Is that a threat?
No, not at all.
Well, even if what you
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your... Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the...
Is that it?
Do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden?
And not even an ounce of shame.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my...
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck...
I'm sick of being pushed around like this.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I...
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue.
A helping hand. The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth.
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute.
Uh-oh.
Gentlemen, come now.
Who are you supposed to be? And why?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be.
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun.
That fan. I don't need any trouble with her.
But, Chief!
Enough!
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. No response, huh?
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and if nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru... Shh, not here. Too many people... It seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know? Straight to the point. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of...
You've been keeping your... So, the Yashiro Commission...
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan.
Seems like she must be super famous in Ina's...
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato. Despite the fact that he's the current... I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me for... You're asking the right questions. And to be honest, I don't want to... Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island. And I got to know Captain Beto during that time.
Still pretty good going for just a month.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. But Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the...
Change the tide?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way... Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what with your help, even the Vision Hunt decree... That's an unexpected development. Yes, of course.
Thomas...
Well, one more thing. Good luck with everything.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? Huh? What's up? off, Ritu. Paimon's going straight to Kimura Tea House.
Stop there!
Sorry, but we really gotta get to know.
If you don't have a travel permit,
As Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito? Are you saying we should go and meet with the... Guess it can't hurt to try. Who knows? Maybe
Halt! This is the
We're here to see,
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be
Wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual. Come on in.
Huh. Did you get...
My sin...
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan.
Nice to meet you. So, the reason...
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me.
So it...
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the...
Exactly!
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor.
Whoa, you... Something wrong?
No. I'm simply... Rito is great. One other thing I heard about you is...
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
Excellent. You must know the Genshin.
Yep, we've picked a few...
Yes, bring me 300...
Did Paimon hear that
Hmm?
wrong?
Too much trouble. Then how about this? We have a few...
That sounds much more...
709 letters.
Hey, what gift?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit.
Halt, you two!
Huh?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists...
A letter? Quick! Let Paimon see! So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on? Huh? Have you...
What's the hurry?
Arrived. This is technically the second time we have met.
Wow. She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
No need to be so formal. I've lo-
Is it Paimon?
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well...
Disgust?
I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Like father, like...
No, you I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. There is no one... Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito. That is my promise. To be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will...
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious he would...
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a... They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard... We don't have much time. Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the board. Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi...
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods have been repeated.
Is there something wrong?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety.
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort the shipment personally, are you? There's certainly no need for you to trouble yourself with such a matter. And as for this...
Please, do not cause us any further delay.
Yes, of course, my lady.
Now, need I remind you of the penalty if anything were to happen to me en route? Do you really presume that...
Boy, Chisato...
Yes, my lady.
Shinojo, you can't...
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself.
Yes, but that...
Well then, if we're through here, I...
Yes, my lady.
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it! You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous!
Freeze! Freeze! Such a... Dodge this! That's Jinga!
Wind blade! With the wind!
Careless. A little taste. Cool it!
Surrender, Norwegian.
Oh, so sorry. Freeze!
Monster sighted! Prepare to counterattack! Protect Lady Hiragi at all costs!
We'll take care of this! Stay with Chisato!
Wind blade!
Fry!
There's more!
Freeze! Fry! This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Blitz.
Come on! We can do it! Let's dance! Oh.
Watch out! More monsters inbound! Lady Hiragi, stay close!
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry. Cool it!
Let the show begin!
That was
with the wind! Wind blade!
Dodge this! Freeze! What's the... Cool it! This moment will be frozen in time.
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. In my letter, I've requested Kamaji to grant you a special travel permit from the...
My lady?
So that's how it is.
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us.
I'm not afraid to say that...
The one...
Shinojo, did you...
What? No, I was...
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of it...
Yes, of course.
But what will happen?
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. I wish you a safe journey.
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
All right.
I'll protect us.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry? What's the hurry? How fortunate.
According to the letter...
Sorry, we don't serve the general public.
Wait! We're...
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering...
Are our clothes really so... old?
The Yashiro Commission's... In which case, welcome to the Komo...
Well, that sounds more like... doesn't see him anywhere.
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten.
What?
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen... Huh. So you didn't see anything like that?
Ah, now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
All right. I've had my fun.
Hey! You're...
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long. As was the case. So I came up with this little fun group. But in all seriousness, it helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just...
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning. Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. But when the lightning struck... his light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. But before that, there is one other place I was hoping...
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now.
What's the hurry?
This area sure feels gloomy. Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing trick?
Visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are put into this...
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree. Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contract. As for Inazuma, it's known as the Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and the eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs, and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's... The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it. for all time.
Seems like every god has...
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such whatever the case. The fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryo, and this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of...
But if that's the case, wouldn't you...
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt Decree is...
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You look like you're...
Sound? What sound?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then...
Aspirations? Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon... That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents... So if what you've just said is... Then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. Alright, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Dodge this! What's the hurry? What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
Kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be...
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence.
Is this the Shirasage he... Oh, behind...
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is... Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission.
Makes sense.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion. Especially following such a long and wearisome journey. I have awaited your arrival with great... At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled on. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds. A commission's power... Traveler, lend us your power, and we can... Oh.
See, milady, it's just like I said.
No, please, wait! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you...
A who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world.
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await...
I'm sure you'll...
Why are you doing this? Why...
Precisely. It's much too... The children are desperate for you to take them out to play.
That must be the guy Ayaka...
If you want my opinion, it's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After, I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do.
Seems like he's a well-respected...
You must also be here to... Tejima has protected this place, keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any... But now, all of a sudden, we will gladly apologize if that's the case.
We can't let him... We can't let him...
You must be Tejima. So what...
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of true. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And I don't have answers to those questions, because I can't remember anymore. Ever since in the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought...
Okay. Well, in that case... But if you... Oh! Maybe if you just try a little...
Oh, that reminds me. Last...
I keep a diary?
Oh, yes! Yes, you do!
Perfect! So if we...
If you don't mind, we...
This looks like Tejima's... Let's see what we... Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was black snakehead and... Today, I helped rescue... I went kite flying. Seems like you're... Huh? I went to pray at the shrine again today, and stayed there a while. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for! So this is the... But anyway, if...
What's the hurry?
The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima must be something It looks like a letter. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Huh. But he's been here for 30 years. Well, let's go give Tejima his...
Cool it!
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the... Still, it's clear that I was... Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her. And just look at all the things that did happen over the... How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Love, regrets, everything I felt. No. After all, I've forgotten who she was. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. I think... Although, what if she were to turn up eventually? When I think about it like that... How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? I shall remain here.
Tejima seems to be dealing... okay. But still, that certainly explains the state Tejima... At least we were able to According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou. We're finally on our own way again! I suppose it's time we find Toma. Now, where did he say he... They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining... But why would they take... Paimon doesn't get it! Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency?
The entire clan is counting on that food.
How many times do I have to say it?
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Oh, huh? And who are you?
What? We heard the commotion and came to see...
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. He's keeping the provisions for himself.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people.
This must be one of the people Maybe we should talk to Kurs.
I've never even heard of these emergencies. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail. My own family can barely get by as it is. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the vision.
To be perfectly honest, all I know is that I will perform certain things every month. And it's not just that. I have this...
Does it have to do with the missing
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them... To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders. Which is why I came here in the first... If you don't believe me...
Huh. But we better confirm. Look, we should be able to find...
We really outdid ourselves this... All those samurai houses packed with goods.
You haven't seen anything yet. Today's just the beginning. Up,
You demand, boss.
These seem like the treasure...
Freeze!
Fraud!
Dodge this! Cool it! Oh, so sorry. Freeze! Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? Kurosawa. Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh?
So what did you see inside?
Food supplies. You kidding? That place was a complete mess. I didn't want anyone else to see it. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little...
You've got a deal. Now...
Huh?
What the...
There's nothing in...
Yeah. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store. We better talk to this Miss Aoi. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that
Yeah.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs.
Shut it.
We've got... Or perhaps... Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it?
Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those... But why did he have to purchase a usual amount?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they need. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people...
Wow. And no one ever appreciated what he did?
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. And, if you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such... Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing... As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell... If you're still curious, why don't you go... I see. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that...
Sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? I've asked him about its origins. He told me, in hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price. At least that's what I... Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Oh, but before...
But...
Information is all... Don't worry. I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa.
At least we now know where the... Let's go talk to
I presented them with a choice. Either they left, or it turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
sums it up.
Strange. I don't really have any such recollection. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I... But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. And this sword was... I remember once when I was young. What did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important things. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's end. Said to me...
Hey! If you look carefully, there seems to be some words in... Can you recognize the words?
Virtue? Somehow those two words seem taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the irony of all of it is, I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad.
Yet another trouble. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah. Fortunately for us, let's go find the... person who had their vision taken, Paimon heard that he's the present. This is his dojo. Luckily...
Nanako, don't worry. Those thugs that challenged the...
Maybe, but things have gotten dangerous.
It's just because he's been possessed. That...
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to hurt... Don't make me draw my blade.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
Disciple?
Yep. But then we got here and overheard...
From the way you're dressed, please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on... I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Sensei's name is Domon. A name, though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He once said that his goal was to become the... And so, even while training us, he continued to... But then...
Not long ago, Sensei, he says the strangest things over. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been... But if I'm honest, I still...
The Grand Narukami?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going... The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch it.
So, losing your vision can cause possession?
Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, when she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears, all the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be... One of them was Anzai. He used to be... Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. The ritual has now begun. Please, excuse me for...
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? We won't let them get away with it! Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted! Let's go!
How? Are you sure you're Domon's? Unless...
Excuse me? And what are you doing?
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon. I don't care to talk about that time anymore.
His senior?
Anzai? Yes. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated. When we were young, we trained under the same... I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art, but Domon was different. The first sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the... I thought so too at the time, but Domon began... Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind. He was consumed...
Sure sounds like he meant business.
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained... Domon's arrival changed everything. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete... So you see, I came here not to... Okay, you've heard my story.
Seems like we still...
What? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how...
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, but spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world. Many of... And all is certainly not lost. For...
Lady Yae?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? Correct. Lady Yae is... I am unable to say for certain...
Excuse me, Miss Inagi...
That won't be necessary. I must leave now.
Who'd have thought Lady Yae herself would have taken notice?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady...
No. That's not what I meant. I just mean this is Lady Yae, the head shrine maiden. Anyway, given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our...
Sure! After all, who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find...
What's the hurry?
Do you think that's Lady Yai? Oh, no wonder Junior was so excited. She has a really... Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she... it was probably nothing.
Keep away. I gave up the art of the sword. Please.
As you can see, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession. This is nothing like him at all. In the past...
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any...
But... then
yes. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he fought as one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament. It does nothing to... As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his ambition...
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that then... What of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow?
Lady Yai, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hope. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended in... Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of...
Poor sensei.
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that on? Did he follow us the whole way?
Ansai, why are there... You're here for revenge, aren't you?
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, but that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow
But what if one day I put everything I had into trying to become the best? But what if there's a chance they'll end up like me one day? I'd rather...
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you I can't know whether I want to keep going.
Nanako's far from the only one.
Goodness.
You see? Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, you are not in the same position that I was. When
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me. I no longer have... But as your sensei, this is my promise.
You can count on that. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. Well, don't just...
So even though his ambition was taken away, his
Traveler, a moment, please.
So, the wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child.
Ooh, Lady Ice. She seems super mysterious. We can come back to it another time. Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
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 Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to... I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah, Ayaka, how come...
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Ooh, wait a second. But isn't Toma your...
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first in...
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem
Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what... Thunders roar, but I believe that surely you and... It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on... You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were...
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains...
Well?
Please continue without me.
So, what place anyway?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs.
Oh, Paimon gets it!
Once the number of ceremonial affairs...
Makes sense.
In any case, we can talk freely here. The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on, but she inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as it was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal. The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, after all, it is but because of this.
How can they be like that?
Nevertheless, in addition to
resistance,
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya to say a little more about Sangonomiya. But I do wonder whether they're... Of course. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the It almost makes one wonder whether they...
Ooh, Paimon has...
Oh? What?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunter?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already a difficult...
So what...
Well, for the moment, all we can do is, for example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing...
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can...
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article. The problem we are facing right now is that
Darn!
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. Exactly. I feel the same way. When you are ready, go to...
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen this...
Can't you make an exception? I just got...
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch... Psst! Huh? There's someone... Come on! What's going on? Shh! Quiet! Hey! This isn't right, you know! Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean... Huh? Hey, wait! You do have...
Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right.
Wise choice.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. This is your fault.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost...
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was a...
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival.
Whoa.
Stop it, hon. As for thanking me, you'd be better. His handiwork allowed me to keep my...
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good
Master Matsuka?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. Then it sounds... But if I just march straight in there, but... So, what about if I...
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She...
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides... So, Master...
Whoa.
Not bad, huh?
Time to break it.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Seems all...
Come on, this way. I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. We should split up. You should... Yes.
What's the hurry?
La 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 la. Yeah.
Wind blade! Dodge this! I must withdraw. What's the hurry?
Talk about a big door. Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Freeze! Dodge this! I must withdraw. Freeze! Show me what you've got! Cool it! Slash! Dodge this!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Freeze! Clear cut! Dodge this! Cool it! Don't get frostbite! Dodge this!
Let's dance.
Cool it! Your luck. Withdraw. Freeze. Show me what you've got. Cool it.
Come a little closer.
Freeze. Slash. Allow me. Good things strike first. Bested.
Battle formation!
I'll protect us.
Oh, so sorry. Get them! Cool it!
I've lost.
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Dodge this! Freeze! I must withdraw. What's the hurry?
Who goes this? Soldiers, quick!
Let the show begin.
Don't get get frostbite. Cool it. Disappear! Wind blade!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Dodge this!
You cannot match my best!
I must withdraw.
Dare you!
This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it!
I'm lost.
I'll protect us.
Watch your step.
Don't push your luck.
Show me what you've got.
Dodge this.
Show me what you've got. Slash! Clear cut. Slash! Allow me. I strike first. Don't hold back. I've been tested. I need to train harder.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Teach me a lesson. I dare you. I strike first.
Let the
Show me what
begin.
you've got.
Cool it. Oh, so sorry.
Don't hold back. Show me what you've got.
I must withdraw. Dodge this.
Watch your step.
Cool it.
Show me what you've got.
Dodge this.
I dare you. Allow me. I strike first. Don't hold back. Show me
You've
what
been a
you've
naughty
got.
boy.
Freeze.
Show me what
This
you've
moment
got.
will be frozen in time.
Clear cut.
Dodge this.
I've been rested. I need to train harder.
Hello, nice. I'll protect us.
blade! Wind blade! What's the freeze?
Must be Master.
Did you really think?
Oh no! Those 10.
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then. Yoimiya!
I can't bear to watch.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson.
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also.
Make way. Let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Pyron.
Hey, this is our chance.
Yoimiya, are you sure now?
Who is that? Quick, go and invest.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for my little...
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fire.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was... Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear.
Master Masakatsu!
Come on! Oh.
Yes. Leave. Before I let my judgment. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long and...
Well...
We're fine.
Yes.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel? Can you hold on?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary.
Thank you. All of you.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujosara. Do you think she was making up for how the guards were It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryou Commission. Though Paimon would... How about we go tell Ayaka?
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we...
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo-Sara is also carrying up. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is if our true motives were ever divulged. She would...
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is an unexpected blessing. We are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't... You're turning out to be...
Indeed. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, it is time we make ready our
There's no need to rush, my... Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Yes, which reminds me. And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the Tenryou...
Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps... Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of hot pot together? Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently.
A hot pot game? What's that?
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot, taste it, and guess whose ingredient it was. Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Tradition even has it that the winner receives... Don't you think it sounds like fun?
You really do want to... Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather... See what we've got here. Nice! You can't go wrong. Paimon never thought we'd be the only ones. This was possibly the scariest look.
You can say that again. But hey, at least...
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, Toma. Even with a traveler's normal ingredients,
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the trap boiling cakes in hot pot...
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest...
Uh-oh.
You know, Toma, all you had...
Perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I think my luck has already taken a turn for the better. So without further ado, I hereby
Oh, bruh.
Good effort, team.
Yes. If the Tenryou... And with the extra time?
Let's all take some... Downtime is hard to come by these days. I'll tidy things up here.
There's gonna be a...
Sure, why not?
Bye, Tom.